Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're tackling Tecolote Canyon Trail. Look at the little owl. This is a long hike, really flat though, so again, more about endurance and length than it is about the incline. This is the one and done for me, so stick around, watch the video, find out why this is the one and done, but I do recommend that you check it out. So let's go through the trail video and then we'll come back, talk about trail details, how to get here, and other things you need to know. Tecolote Canyon Trail. Man, this is an interesting one. It's a mix of an urban hike with something that feels like the elfin forest a little bit. We're gonna jump into that. First, let's talk about those details. So the Tecolote Canyon Trail is 6.4 miles. We clocked it in actually a little bit closer to 7, and I'll talk about why in a second. Around 400 feet elevation gain, and it is an out and back. Now how to get here is very simple. There is Tecolote Park on Google Maps. I'll show that here. That's really all you need to know about getting here. I want to spend the majority of the time on the details, so let's jump into those, and we'll start with the park itself. Parking is tough. We went there on a weekend. It was like 9 o'clock. It was already full. We got very lucky with the parking spot. Somebody was leaving, but it's a park. There were, baseball games going on, whatever it is. Really difficult. You may actually have to walk pretty far if you park outside to get to the actual trailhead. Keep that in mind. Bathrooms, there's bathrooms by the park. Don't use those, pretty gross. Go inside. As soon as you walk in a little bit on the right-hand side, there will be the nature center, and there's bathrooms there. They're pretty nice, to be honest. Some other tips: watch for bikes early on. Trail is relatively easy to follow, and even if you deviate, you will more than likely end up back where you're supposed to be. So something to keep in mind. It is good to have a map. Probably not gonna wander off in the wrong direction going on this one. Urban hike, as I mentioned, right? I mean, early on, there's houses, there's power lines, there's a golf course with people golfing. What else would you do? Saw coyotes, so wildlife is there. Just keep your pets with you, Water running right now, so it's good, but anytime where it stops running or gets a little bit warmer, I expect this trail to be significantly buggy. So keep in mind what time of year you're going. Towards the end of it, really, and this is one of the downsides of this trail, you end on Genesee Road, Avenue, whatever, and that's a big, big road. It extends across a lot of San Diego. So nothing about this hike at the end, it's like you end up and you're like, great, I get to turn around now. Here's a road with a lot of cars passing through. So keep in mind, this isn't one of those hikes where you end up and there's amazing views or anything. This is more about endurance, doing something local in San Diego. And in some of the parts close to Genesee Avenue, there was a lot of plastic bags with stuff in them, which I don't know if that's homeless, whatever it is, so just be a little bit careful as you approach Genesee. The second half of this trail, really when it starts to get more foresty, unfortunately, and it may be the water running right now, but it is a bit dirty, so just remember packing your stuff, pack it out, help maintain these areas clean. And the last thing is just, as I mentioned, elevation is really light, so this hike is about getting to those 6.5 miles full there on the way back. There's some minor little hills you climb, and that's really what makes up the elevation, but nothing that is consistent, nothing that would worry even children or anything about checking this place out. Have done it. Will I go back and do it? Probably not. I will probably go back and do a deviation. There were some other trails that kind of wander off this one, but the fact that this ends up at Genesee is a one and done for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next week.